Bishop David Oyedepo, the president and founder of Living Faith Church Worldwide, also known as Winners Chapel Worldwide, has finally broken his silence after being called out and shamed for sacking underperformed and underproductive pastors of his church. Reacting, David Oyedepo said the pastors were sacked because they were blatant failures who weren't bearing fruits.
And like some fellows say, they are not bringing income. That's why they ask them to go. We ask you to go because you're unfruitful. Unfruitful, blatant failure.
Ouch! Moving like this, it looks like Bishop Oyedepo has become the most talked about controversial pastor of 2021. First, he made headlines early in July over his blatant refusal to attend the burial ceremony of the late prophet T.B. Joshua, causing many to label him a fake Christian pastor who doesn't practice what he preaches. In response, the 66-year-old preacher said he loves all pastors, but he is not a friend to all ministers. According to him, there are people he deletes from his contact list, so he doesn't become the enemy of his own destiny.
There are people you meet that will end your life. Delete them from your list. I love all ministers, but I'm not a friend to every minister. No, I can't be.
It looks like Winners Chapel Daddy Gio is also not friends with all ministers in his own church after making yet another headline for sacking over 40 pastors employed under his church. Making matters worse, Oyedepo has admitted to sacking these pastors for generating low income through tithes and offerings. Reacting to those on social media calling his church out for the sack, he said they were all silent when he employed 7,000 pastors at once. The news and his reaction have sparked outrage among Nigerian social media users, shocked by his audacity to sack pastors called by God because they are not remitting enough money to sustain his luxurious lifestyle. As Oyedepo trend on Twitter, many celebrities such as Daddy Freeze, Rena Omokri, Morayo Afolabi Brown, and Sam Cleve have also been reacting. Even as other social media users promise to delete churches from their Sunday itinerary, their reason being that the house of God is now the house of Mammon, with money at the center of it all. As Pastor Oyedepo become the new crowned king of controversy in Nigeria's Pentecostal religion realm? Hello guys, it's Tiko here for African Glitz. It is widely believed in Christendom that God himself calls pastors to do his work, and God only is the one who can sack them. The Bible verse that says, "Touch not my anointed," has since time immemorial been used to back up this belief. Shockingly, it looks like it's not only God that can touch his anointed, but also Bishop David Oyedepo. And he proved this recently after making headlines for sacking over 40 pastors employed under his church, Living Faith International Ministries, for not remitting enough revenue. One of the sacked pastors managing one of Living Faith branches in Ikere Ekiti on July 12 of 2021 made the revelation on social media. Speaking, the pastor, who goes by the name Peter Godwin, said that he was invited for a meeting at the state headquarters only to be served a sack letter because his church growth falls below expectations. The letter, which reads in part, says, "Consequent upon the performance reviews which revealed your church falls below expectations, please be informed that your services as pastor in charge are no longer required from this commission with immediate effect. May you find grace for a new beginning." Apart from reading the letter to the hearing of all, the pastor made another shocking revelation that he was not the only pastor sacked, but over 40 others in Ekiti State were sacked too. Even though the reason for their sack was premised on a poor growth index, Nigerian social media users immediately translated it to mean poor income generation for the church, and it wasn't long before another sacked pastor identified as inchristian Michael confirmed this. According to this pastor, who claimed to have been managing one of Living Faith branches in Lagos, 37 other pastors in Lagos, including himself, and 92 pastors in Benue State were also sacked by Living Faith because the income remitted to the church account is below what they expected. He said he was told that the church is running at a loss over the poor income the sacked pastors were generating. On hearing these shocking revelations from the horse's mouths, Nigerians began dragging Oyedepo for sacking pastors who God called because they could not help him sustain his lavish lifestyle. It's no secret that Oyedepo is Nigeria's #1 richest pastor with a net worth running into $150 million according to Forbes' updated list. Over the years, he has become known for living what many have termed an extravagant lifestyle. Apart from amassing private jets, luxury cars, and designer clothes, Oyedepo owns cronies of businesses including universities, secondary schools, media houses, publishing companies, real estate investments, to name a few. Referring to his love for worldly things and his preachings centered around prosperity, many have had cause to question how genuine he is a pastor called by God. But coming after the sack of these pastors, it looked like their questions had now been answered as they tied the incident to Oyedepo being moved only by money and other worldly things. While others added, his church, Living Faith Ministries, is a business empire disguised as a Christian worship center. Many social media users were even shocked that the church employs pastors as they continued chanting, "Wonders shall never end." Another social media user who is a member of Living Faith said the church is one of the biggest scams in the country, noting that they employ pastors to meet both their income and members' targets. After this exposition, many Christians are beginning to believe that Living Faith, as well as other churches, are being run like empires with profit-making and brand expansion as their goal. Adding fuel to an already blazing fire, celebrities such as Daddy Freeze and Sam Clef also delved into the matter. Reacting, Daddy Freeze wrote, "Them sack pastor because of low income, say he no generate enough money for in church parish. In short, he no parish share for the parish. Nigeria needs to wake up from these religious dreams, delusions, and hallucinations." Also reacting, rapper cum blogger Sam Clef used the opportunity to apologize to Daddy Freeze, who has been trying his best to open the eyes of Nigerians to the truth about pastors like Oyedepo. He wrote, "I was blind and ignorant, but now I can see clearly. Everything Daddy Freeze has been saying is the truth. 90% of Nigeria's so-called men of mammon are 419. It's your faith that makes you whole. So they collect money for miracles that happen through you. Daddy Freeze, you are the John the Baptist of this generation. I can finally see clearly." Sam Clef prayed that God continues to protect Daddy Freeze to ensure he set many captives free from mental slavery. Morayo Afolabi Brown, host of TVC program Your View, however, thinks that the pastors were wrong for sharing their grievances on social media. She wrote, "God is the real MD of any Bible-believing church. If you get sacked, take your grievances to him, not the media. Only he can compensate, not try rabble roses on social media." Also reacting, Renal Mokri took the side of Oyedepo and defended his reason for sacking the pastors. He said that he read the letter from the church and it didn't say anything about money, noting that they used the word church growth. Further reacting, Renal made it known that God called everyone to engage in evangelism and any pastor who fails at doing this should be sacked. Renal's defense of the sacked Living Faith pastor, however, didn't change the fact that Bishop David Oyedepo has now been crowned the new king of controversy. With DB Joshua laid to eternal rest, it looks like the crown fits the Daddy Gio of Winners Chapel better.
People are confused about our ministry. We have no patience with failure here. Now, when we employ 7,000 people at a time, social media was dead. Dead. We have more employees in this organization than most of the states. No one is owed a dime salary, and we don't borrow, we don't beg. Ask our bank whether we take overdraft.
Tell us, guys, what do you think about the sacked pastors employed under Living Faith Ministries? Do you think their growth performance index is in line with funding the extravagant lifestyle of Oyedepo, the church general overseer? Do you agree with Reno that the pastors deserve to be sacked for not doing evangelism? Lastly, are you surprised by Bishop Oyedepo's answer, or is he telling the truth? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please give it a like and share. Don't forget to check out our channel for more interesting African stories and news we know you would like. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell sign to get notifications every time we publish a new video so that you don't miss the best ones. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.